It's just like an emergency room.
Only it's up in the air, coming your way at about 150 miles an hour.
When seconds count, lifeflight helicopters like this one can make the difference between life and death. I'm Jennifer Abney. We'll take you behind the scenes.
And you'll see the challenges they face in saving lives. It's in our special report next.
Sunshine out there, right?
We often have stories of accidents or tragedies where a victim needs air transport to a hospital. Channel 11 News anchor Jennifer Abney was invited to go up with Allegheny General's Lifeflight. She takes us behind the scenes to meet the men and women who make up these crews.
5 helicopters, over 60,000 missions, and oftentimes just minutes to make a difference.
Anytime we're called, it changed a person's life forever. A situation that warrants a helicopter where somebody's injured very badly.
Dean Patrone is one of 3 crew members on AGH's Lifeflight helicopter stationed in Rostraver, PA. This time of the year is referred to as trauma season because of all of the outdoor activities, and time is something they are keenly aware of.
It's just a standard of care for us that if it's a trauma, we're at the bedside less than 10 minutes. If it's a medical, it's 15 minutes.
On this day, Patrone, fellow RN Beth Malovic, and pilot Greg Boschert are needed for a trauma transport.
We're sending you an 18-year-old female from Grove City ER.
The crew leaves Rostraver Airport at 1:19 p.m.
And we're off.
It's not just their speed or their rapid response time that makes Lifeflight helicopters like this so special. They're staffed with highly skilled registered nurses, and if need be, this can actually serve as an emergency room in the sky.
We carry AccuCheck machines all in that little bag, tourniquets, King Airways. We carry a bone drill, which is interosseous infusion. We can drill into a bone to infuse fluids.
Yes. Have you ever had to do operating procedures in the air?
Not chest tubes.
Traffic's a Lifeflight helicopter at 2,300 feet.
A car accident victim needs to get from an outlying hospital to a level 1 trauma center ASAP due to the concern of internal injuries. They arrive at Grove City Medical Center at 1:46.
So it feels like it's closed in. It will open back up as soon as we get you in.
It takes less than 20 minutes for them to get airborne again, and another 20 before they're unloading the patient at AGH. So in just over an hour, they cover over 200 miles, plus load and unload a patient.
It's an antibiotic?
Yeah.
Today, they might not have been called to the scene of an accident, but are ready at all times. And having the appropriate supplies is just part of it.
The idea of flying is very frightening for some people.
Dean, assessment-wise on her.
You're in the aircraft, it's you and your partner, and you have to prioritize things and make sure you get all the things that need to be done for the patient.
What time was that you gave it?
RNs work 24-hour shifts together. Pilots are on for 12. Boschart uses his military training and state-of-the-art onboard technology to help him safely maneuver any situation they may be called to.
We carry a device called TCAS, Traffic Collision Avoidance System, which basically lets us know if there's other aircraft in the vicinity. We have an onboard weather radar, which will show us any thunderstorms or heavy rain.
All 3 working together to expedite care and minimize trauma.
You can go from 0 to 150 miles an hour going to help somebody out. It's a job that's rewarding, it's fulfilling, it's one of the best jobs a nurse could have.
Jennifer Abney, Channel 11 News.
And because these crews sometimes have to perform surgeries while in the air, it has to be a smooth ride. Jennifer tells us each Lifeflight helicopter is fitted with 4 roto blades. That's twice the number of the usual helicopter to cut down on vibrations.
Illegal immigration.
Continuing coverage of our big story, a shooting tragedy at the Collier Gym 1 year ago tonight. Tonight we're sitting down with one of the women who survived the shooting. She was teaching the fitness class that George Sedini burst into. But she tells Jennifer Abney, despite what happened, she has so many reasons to see good people in her life.
August 4th, 2009 is a night that Mary and Alex Primus will never forget.
I didn't know, was she alive, was she dead?
After I felt the second bullet, I thought that if he saw that I was still breathing, that he would keep shooting.
Mary Primus had just announced to her LA Fitness aerobics class that she was 10 weeks pregnant when a gunman police identified as George Sedini opened fire.
I didn't know if he was near me or if he was across the room, but I just put my head down and held my breath as long as I could.
Mary was shot twice in her shoulder.
I remember everything, exactly as it was, like it was yesterday. But I never lost consciousness, never went into shock.
Primus was suddenly the subject of nationwide media attention, her pregnancy being at the center of it. After 7 days in the hospital, Mary and Alex went home to start the long road to recovery, their baby's health being their primary concern.
Knowing that I had him on the way, I think that also helped with my emotional healing, because I could focus on whatever I needed to do to take care of him and not so much, think about what had happened.
And there was a lot of uncertainty for the first 2 trimesters, and but they kept a close eye on him. They did a lot of tests.
Mary is still in physical therapy today.
There's still pain, and yeah, I'm still working to get my shoulders to move the way they should.
Mary has survived a lot of pain over the past year. Now, though, she's focused on the joy that baby Oliver brought them 5 months ago.
Seeing so many people just offer kindness and love and support kind of refuels your ability to trust people.
It was just really overwhelming, and it really helped us to heal.
Mary is taking one day at a time, working a few days at a local hospital, and even teaching aerobics again at a new gym.
Was it hard for you to go back to that setting?
The first day was exciting, and it made me nervous all at the same time. It helped me to heal a little bit, to get back into my normal activities.
Taking that step was big, because there's a lot of emotions and a lot of hostility, but she did it.
Okay, baby, turn around.
And every day, they both count their blessings.
We had such a lucky, happy ending with both her and him being okay. To think about how it could have been so dramatically different if any of those bullets, were a millimeter here or there. I mean, it could have really changed things. So we don't take that for granted, and I think that's one of the reasons we can be a little bit more positive about it and see him every day and just be happy that we have
feel
him.
very blessed.
So at the end of our interview, I asked Mary what she would be doing this Wednesday. She said she doesn't have any special plans, but does know the news coverage is definitely going to be difficult for them to watch. Jennifer Abney, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather